If you look at the front of my car, you'll see that the headlights are a bit faded and the grille is broken and it's actually missing a part from the top there. So I got a new grille from this car and I decided that I'm going to polish my headlights and put the grille on in this video. So the kit that I'm going to be using in this video is this headlight restorer kit from AUTOGLYM, obviously, because I like AUTOGLYM, I don't know why. But anyway, it comes with everything you need. It comes with a drill piece there with the attachments for sanding and for polishing, and then it comes with this, a headlight restorer sort of compound. It also comes with a rag, an AUTOGLYM rag. This AUTOGLYM headlight restorer kit comes with full instructions on each step and what to do and what grit sandpaper to use and so on. Now I've taken my headlights out, but the first step you should do is to mask off all around the headlights anyway, especially if they're still in your car. You don't want to damage your paint. But clean the headlight down as best you can with a good quality shampoo, and take all the crap that's stuck to your headlight. Just get as much of that off as you can, because basically when you start to use your drill on it, you're going to sand those little particles into the lens itself. So I have here I've just completed the first step here on the 300 grit sandpaper. So because of the shape of my headlight, it is very difficult to get around this part here. This is where it's sort of like it's three-dimensional, this part here, and it's a bit difficult to get around it, but I did what I could anyway. So this part is not the easiest part to get around. It's very difficult just to get the right angles, and if you leave it in one spot too long, you will burn the lens, and I don't want to do that. So that's why every few minutes you need to stop sanding and spray some water on it, just to clean it all off and to cool the lens down, because it does get really hot. I didn't want the video to go on too long, so I cut out a lot of it here where I'm just sanding. So I jumped straight to the last stage, which is 3000 grit. 3000 grit. And there's a fly in there. And you can even see here still in underneath. Yeah, so there's a lot of haze and fade on the inside of the headlight. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead with the headlight restorer kit compound now. And so basically you just put a few dabs onto the top of your pad and dab it around onto the headlight, and just slowly start to work up the speed until it's like, you know, 7,000 revs per minute or so, like that. Move it around. As you can see, I fast forwarded the video here just to show you what it was like when I finished. That's the before and that's the after light. You can see the yellowing on this one here, but this one is much more clear. Now if you do look on the inside of my light there, you can see the dirt on the inside of the light. So basically over time, with temperature changes and moisture in the air, you do get dirt on the inside of your light, and it doesn't really come out. So you do need to literally crack your headlights apart, take the lens out and clean the inside. Or there is another trick where you can put a magnet with some tissue on around the magnet, and put it on the inside of your headlight through one of your light bulb holes. So if you do that, I've done a video on that before. I'll try to leave a link up above here. But on these headlights, it is very, very hard to get the magnet to go between two stages. So if you see, there's this area here where you can get the magnet in, but on this one here, this is a dome projector headlight, you cannot get it through there. And the same with the indicator. The indicator is like a lens over where the indicator hole is, so I can't actually get this part clean at all anyway. But I did try the hack of putting a magnet on the inside and moving it around from the outside with a different magnet to trying to clean the inside, but the magnets I used were not very strong. They worked better in the previous video that I done on this because the lens wasn't so thick. It seems like the lens glass on this is thicker, and it's very hard for the magnets just to hold on. So I do need to get stronger magnets to be able to clean this haze on the inside here. So maybe that'll be in a future video. I'll get stronger magnets and I will clean the inside of the headlights, and I'll just do another video on that. But for now, I'm happy enough with the way that the outside looks. It is polished up, but you can see here, this is the area where I could just clean to. I couldn't clean any further than this sort of line here where the lens met the casing of the main headlight bulb. I couldn't get around that area, so I couldn't go past here into this section here. You can see it's much more dull on the inside. So yes, I did clean the outside of the headlight and I did polish it up and it worked perfectly, but the inside is extremely difficult to get into that part of it there. So maybe in the future I will actually split the headlights and clean the inside of it correctly, but for now that's fine. It is an old car, it does have other problems, so I'm not too pushed about distorting the inside here. Also, before I forget, I did actually use a ultraviolet 2K lacquer on the headlights as well, and then I gave it a wet sand just to protect the headlight from sun damage and road grime getting in the pores of the headlight. So it's all clean and lovely now. So would I recommend this headlight restorer kit from AUTOGLYM? Yes, I would. And that's why I'm going to leave an affiliate link to it in my description down below. So if you're looking to get one, you can get one from Amazon. It's great the fact that you have full instructions and it gives you a step-by-step guide of what to do. So go grab one in the description below. Now that I have the headlights all ready to go and lacquered up, now is the time that I want to change the grille. So if you look here, you'll see it's cracked there on the side, and on this side it's even worse. It's actually just held together by glue and cobwebs. But yeah, so I just wanted to change the grille because it's in a bad way. So there are screws all around the grille. I think there might be 6 as far as I can remember, maybe 4, I don't know, can't remember. But there's my new grille, there's my new headlights, and also I did paint the outside of the grille lip. So if you see it's silver on the top, that's my old one. You see the silver there, and this is the missing part here. But on the new one I painted it the same color as the car, so it is a volcano grey color just like my car, and the grille comes already tinted. Those chrome pieces come already tinted in that model that I got it from. Here is all finished, headlights in, everything done. But if you look closely at the color of the grille compared to the color of the car, it is slightly different. So sometimes when you get a can made up from your local paint place, they will get it close enough. Sometimes it doesn't match exactly, so it kind of looks a little bit more dark, and actually I don't really mind it. It looks more of a darker color, like more of a darker gray or even black in some angles, but I think it looks just okay. You know, it's not a, as I said before, this is not a fantastic car. It is just a daily driver that I drive around every day, and it gets stone chips and it gets broken and it gets used very much so. And yeah, I think it looks good. It is now with the lights on to give it the full effect, and the grille shining in the sun. Looks good, I have to say. This part here was the rust repair. So basically in the last video I showed you that I got a rust repair done, and now it is painted and everything, so it looks all good now. That was basically just a big hole right there. So that is the end of the video, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Please do comment, please share, and take care.